for 2024. This is a brand new year. We have the opportunity to do things differently. So, I wanted to give you some action steps that you could take to focus on your big picture of this year. First of all, I want to ask you, what is your big picture this year? What is it that you want to do? This is a good time for you to start setting clear goals for yourself, short term, medium term, and long term goals of what it is that you want this year. And in doing so, I just realized I didn't put my do not disturb on. So I would say to you, in doing so, um, in your focusing on the big picture, you need to work on your goals. Be real clear. What is it that you want? And goals aren't just a to do list, it is actually a map that you create to get you to where you want to go in the future. Not just tomorrow, not just next week, but in the future. What is it you want to be doing 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? What do you want? So it is a good time to be focusing on that. What is it that you want? I was thinking about this morning, and sometimes we get caught up in the little things, irritations, things that don't matter. Like they're distractions. And so, an action step for you that I suggest is to let go of the distractions. The distractions are not your business. Someone being funky on the phone is not your business. Just say thank you and hang up, but focus on the big picture. We only have so much energy per day. So, what is it that you're putting your energy in order to succeed this year? That should be your focus, the big picture. Where do I want to get to? What do I want to achieve by this time next year? Start establishing a routine for yourself. You know that you daily are putting together a routine. It's your well-being. How are you taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially? Start to establish that routine daily. So when you first wake up, what are you listening to as you're getting ready? What is feeding your spirit? How are you getting about your day? One of the things that I know is that if I don't set myself up in the morning with good things, like listening to good videos or good music, encouraging things that are going into my spirit, and I don't pray, my day is jacked up. It gets away from me. It's horrifying. But when I get up, when I pray, when I set my day, I'm taking in information that's going to bless me that day. It could be a sermon, it could be a teaching, it could be a lesson, it could be watching a good YouTube video. It helps me make the most out of my day. I'm now in charge. The day is not in charge of me. Years ago, I used to be running around doing everything for everybody, and there were days where I call it being a firefighter. As a producer, you're putting out a lot of fires, and so I was putting out all these fires, and sometimes I would be awakened from my sleep because there was a fire going on. Something needed immediate attention, and it was draining me. It was making me miserable, and it wasn't so much to leave the job. It was more, how do I handle it in a more productive way? And so I started realizing I don't turn the phone on before a certain time, so that I'm not crazy with, oh my God, I got to take care of this, I got to take care of this. The first thing you have to take care of is you. So every morning when you get up, how are you taking care of you? Are you praying over yourself? Are you putting on your armor? In the Bible, it tells us to put on our armor, our breastplate of righteousness, our belt of truth, our shoes of the gospel of peace. Take up our helmet of salvation. Take up our sword, which is the living word of God, and the shield of faith to quench fiery darts. And then I add to that, I hedge myself up with angels and I wrap myself in supernatural favor today. And now I'm ready for the day. Now I'm ready to take action. Now I'm ready to go do whatever it is I have to do, put out whatever fires I have to put out, plant whatever seeds I have to plant, water whatever uh, plants I have to water. But it is for me to start my day where I set myself up. And that includes having mindful practices, which is for me part of listening to things that are empowering me. Um, Another thing I would say to you as you're focusing on the big picture, manage your finances, maintain your budget and your plan for your finances so that you're not distracted by, oh my God, I can't pay this bill. This bill is coming out this month and I can't take care of it. All that stuff jacks you up. But if you can just focus on, all right, how am I going to set myself up this year? I'm looking at my finances. I'm making sure when I wake up, I've got a routine set. I'm going to the gym. I'm working out. I'm taking time to read something or to listen to something. I'm setting myself up to win. I'm avoiding distractions. You know, Another thing that helps when you're looking at the big picture is to um, look at your progress. What have you done? Take a moment to reflect. What did I accomplish? What did I do? Oh, okay, I did that. I did this. Now let me go and do this. Now let me go and focus on this because I want to get this done today. I really need to get this done today. And if you're intentional about what you need to get done, it really helps your big picture. Why do I need to get this done? A lot of times we're doing stuff that does not help us, but it hinders us. We're doing other people's emergencies. If it's not yours and you have no business in it, leave it alone. Don't get into other people's drama. Don't get into other people's business. Mind your business. Make 2024 the year you mind your business and you do what you need to be doing, because it at the end of the day, it really is, what did you do? Were you of service? Something I've had to learn is to distinguish between being of service and being in somebody's business. That I may see something for another person, but if they don't see it for themselves, I can't be like, well, you really need to be doing this. You really need to be doing that. I used to do that stuff all the time. I don't do that no more. You don't want to do it? Great. Great. I love you. I got to go on my journey. You are here for an appointed time. I've said this before. God created you for a time such as this, right now, right now. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, this is a good time for you to just spend time with God and say, Lord, what did you create me for? Because He created you for a specific purpose and a specific mission so that you could have a great destiny. And a lot of times we don't take the time to just spend time with God and ask Him, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing today, Lord? What do you want me to do? What is my big picture? That's a great prayer to ask God. What is my big picture, Lord? Please, Holy Spirit, give me this, give me what I need to do. Give me the guidance, give me the direction, show me what I need to be doing today, you know, so that I'm looking at what my big picture is. I'm taking in what I've already accomplished or what I said I was going to do that didn't get to it. Now I can get to it today. What can I get to today? It's not about doing big, ginormous things to get to your big picture. It's about doing those little things every day that gets you to your big picture. If you want to be acting on a TV show regularly, what are you doing today to start that process going? Are you reaching out to casting directors? Are you reaching out to executive producers or showrunners and sending them a little note saying, hey, how you doing? I would love to audition for you this season. Here's a link to my reel if you have time to check it out. Start putting yourself out there of places you want to be with, people you want to be working with. I want to be on this show. I want to be working with these people. You're not being a nuisance, but you're doing your work. This is part of the actor's work, is looking at what it is we could be doing, looking at the things we want to be doing. I want to be on a series, or I want to be in a couple of feature films. Well, what kind of feature films are them? The big picture, not just I want to be working as an actor. That's not big picture stuff. That's low level stuff. You could be an extra on a feature. You could be an extra in a TV show. Is that your big picture? So be very specific. That's where goal setting comes in. That's where you writing out your goals. And I'm going to be doing a goal workshop on the 21st of January from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to Eventbrite. It's right there. Create Your Own Path is the name of the course. It is free. I will give you some tips to help you get there. Another thing in setting the big picture is having a journal, writing stuff down. What is it that you want to do? And what is it that you want? So you write it down. I'm always writing. The Bible says to write down your vision. Write it down. Make it plain. When you're writing your goals, make it plain. I've got a planner for actors called my Acting Smarter Planner. I've got so many things in there to help you set yourself up to win this year. I have also created my creative planner, my indie filmmaker planner, as well as my solopreneur planner. So you could go to actingsmarternow.com and purchase the acting planner. The other planners will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited about them. They are 3-month planners to help you get your stuff together. We want the big picture. You can't get the big picture if you're not putting attention to it. Also part of the big picture is to celebrate your achievements. It doesn't matter how small they are, celebrate them. Celebrate. Did you work on your social media today? Did you put stuff up that would help you today? Did you contact people today? Part of the big picture is also having a team and networking. How are you networking? How will you network in 2020? Maybe how you've been networking in the past didn't serve you. Maybe you need to take a step back and then look at, okay, I was networking this way. It didn't really work for me. So now let me network this way. Because in acting and in show business, and no matter what you do as a creative, well, in life, no matter what you do, it is about connecting with people. We are not islands unto ourselves. We need to connect. We need to be with people. We need to be part of a team, a part of a group, part of a community. And I'm real big on being in the right community. Part of the workshop that I'm going to be doing on the 21st is to help you find your right community, because sometimes we can be in the wrong community, or we can be using the wrong means of transportation. So what is it that you want to take care of this year, and how will you do it? What is your big picture? Your big picture is only important to you. You may not share that big picture with other people because they may want to try to bring you down. But if you are honest, if you are truthful, if you are working towards your big picture, not what anybody else says, but your big picture, you are going to have success. We want to all connect with successful people, but we got to look at what did those successful people do to become successful. Everybody wants to be on Tyler Perry's tip, or everybody wants to be on Shonda Rhimes' tip. But the truth is that they had a big picture and they were working towards it. Then they brought in a team to help them. What kind of team are you engaging with? How is your connection with your agent or your manager? And if you don't have one, if you're trying to get one, are you really looking to see, what manager or agent is the right fit for you? Do you need a virtual assistant to help you start getting the ball going? What is it that you need in order to move your big picture forward. You know, um, as an actor, I learned a long time ago that I did not have the luxury to wait for the phone to ring because I wouldn't eat if I did that. So I went out and started doing a whole bunch of stuff myself. You know, it was like, okay, I'm an actor. What can I do? I can create an acting showcase so that casting directors can come and see me. What else can I do? I can produce my own one person show. I can produce my own one act play. So it's just me and another person, and that way I can highlight my talents and my abilities to show the industry what it is that I can do. Today, what can I do as an actor? I can shoot little scenes of my work. I can shoot little monologues of my work. I am not beholden to the gatekeepers of the industry. I can do my own stuff. You know, I learned, as I was saying, I learned a long time ago to do my own projects. For a long time, I was doing stand up, and I created co-created two stand-up groups, and we worked, we made money, we did things. One was Funny Ladies of Color that I did with Chacha Sandoval, and we started small, and then we moved to the Comedy Store, and we were having audiences of firefighters and police officers and deaf community, and we were not waiting for someone to give us the opportunity, because back when I was doing stand up, there were not a lot of opportunities for women, let alone women of color. And so and if you were lucky to get on a show, you were the only woman on that show, if you were lucky enough, because a lot of times it was just guys. So I wasn't waiting for that, so I said, well, let's go do our own thing. We don't have to wait for them, let's go do our own show. So out of that came Funny Ladies of Color. And then a few years later, I was fortunate to put together a show with Suli Diaz, Ludovica, Marilyn Martinez, Diana Ortelli, and we were the hot and spicy mamitas. And for 6 years, we kicked ass. We had a CD, we were on tour, we were getting publicity. I mean, we were doing it, and it wasn't that someone gave us the opportunity. We created the opportunity. What is your big picture? How are you creating those opportunities for your big picture? And if you're not, why are you waiting? The time is not something you can store and keep. Time is going. You know, you don't have a lot of time. So take the time to set your future up right. You know, do you stop asking for permission from people to give you the opportunity to show them what you can do. Do it. You got a smartphone, you can do a lot on the smartphone. I wish I had the smartphone when I first started in this business, boy. It would, that would have been a game changer. And it can be a game changer for you to help you with your big picture. Think about Robert Rodriguez didn't wait for anybody to give him anything. He created his own short film, which was El Mariachi, which became Desperado. I think it was Desperado. It became a feature film. You know, I'm sure he wanted a feature film first, but we got to take the baby steps. So his baby steps was, let me do my own short. Let me show them what I can do. And out of that, he got to do a film. Out of that, he became an amazing filmmaker who has touched many lives. But he didn't wait. Robert Townsend, who I've been working with for a bazillion years, didn't wait for opportunity to come. He created opportunity. He brought his big picture into focus himself. It was like, I'm not going to wait for you to give me another a job, because that job may not come for another bunch of years. You know, when I was starting out again in the beginning, there weren't many parts for Latinos. And then when we would get one film, everybody auditioned, but not everybody got it. And so if you didn't get in that one film, that was it for you for the year. That was it. You didn't, that was it. I remember when I got Stand and Deliver, I thought, oh my God, things are going to open up. Now we're going to have other. Nope, didn't happen for a bunch of years. But now you don't have to wait for somebody to write a script. You can write a script. You can get your friends together. You can do the story yourself. Create a web series, create a short, put it in festivals, get yourself out there, get yourself heard. The big picture starts with little steps. What steps are you taking? And as you're going through it, you need to have something to house it in. Have a notebook, have a planner. Again, I have planners. If you are interested, go to actingsmarter.com. I have planners for you. It is all about putting your vision down, having a notebook, keeping a journal. What are you doing? It is and having um, learning continually. The technology is amazing, but it's always advancing. Technology is going fast, 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 fast. Right now, we're in the AI season. Everything is AI. So, are you learning about the different AI tools out there? Can they help you with your big picture? Um, a part of journaling is also visioning stuff. I think creating vision boards are so helpful. I've been doing it since I was about 10 years old, putting my vision on in pictures, putting them out. When I was 10, 11, I would go and get those teen magazines and I would cut out pictures of the people I wanted to meet. And because my vision and my manifestation sensibility was so sharp, by the time I was 13 and a half, I ended up at a radio station. Well, I didn't end up. I personally went to a radio station and ended up staying there for about 5 years and learned so many tools, so many skills, all because I was willing to take a shot. I was willing to go show up at a radio station. Nobody knew I was coming. I didn't know anybody there, but um, I made myself a fixture there, so to speak. So I would say to you, visualize what you want, create your vision board, get to work. How does your big picture look? Put it in front of you. When I wanted to work with Robert Redford years ago, I would put pictures of me with Robert Redford. I would cut out pictures of Robert Redford, and whoever he was talking to, I would put my face on that picture, and I would have it in my bedroom. I would have it on my walls. I created poster boards. If it was a car that I wanted, I would put that car. I would go to the dealership and get the catalog, the little brochures, and I would cut those pictures out and put it in front of me so I could see it. Today, you can have your vision board digitally. You can go to Pinterest and put your vision board up that way. You can do it on Microsoft. You can do it on Google Docs. I mean, there's no end of how you can put together your vision board. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually have a couple of videos to help you if you want to do a vision board. But it is very important for you to get clear on what your big picture is. You are responsible. Nobody's responsible for you. So, how does your big picture look? And how do you get to it? How do you get to that big picture? Step by step by step. Who are the people you need? Again, I'm doing a goals workshop on January 21st from 1 to 3 p.m. for actors and creatives. If you're creative and you are having issues with your vision and what it is that you want, sign up. Go to Eventbrite. Create Your Own Path is the name of the course. Sign up. It's free. 2 hours of your time. I'm sure I'll give you way more information than what you have right now, and it will be helpful for you. And if you follow the steps, if you take the directions, you will be so much further along in your walk, in your big picture pursuit. You were created, let me say that again, you were created for right now, a time such as this. I know that sometimes you get distracted because you're looking at social media and you're seeing everybody else is doing stuff and I'm not doing stuff, or I've been putting stuff on social media and nothing's popping. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Put your blinders on. Don't let distractions get in your way. Someone got a job, someone got a movie, blah, 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 blah. But you focus on what you're doing. When you do that, you open up the energy in your space. You're creating a different energy, and what really helps is gratitude. I am so grateful for where I am. I am so grateful that God is bringing my opportunities to me. I used to say this all the time when I was younger: what God has for me, nobody can take from me. If it's mine, you can't take it. And when I would go into auditions, I knew when something was mine. I instinctively knew that's mine, and I knew when it wasn't mine. So I didn't get caught up in, oh my God, I really wanted that job. No, it wasn't mine. It didn't have my name on it. There are things that have your name on it, and you need to be very focused so you can get those things that have your name on it. Don't be afraid. Don't be seeking perfection. Jump in the water and learn as you go. You want to win an award. Do you have a good acting coach who, when you get jobs, that they work with you so that you are so prepared on set, and just knock everybody off their socks? We're in award season right now, so everybody is excited, and you have people going, well, I want to win an award, or they're not giving Latinos awards, or they're not giving these people awards. But how are you setting yourself up? One of the things that I've learned as a producer over the years is that they don't pick you. They don't go, oh my God, Lydia, we love your work. We want to nominate you. That's not how it works. How it works is, these corporations, these studios, these production companies, they do campaigns. They campaign for their actors to be nominated. Sometimes they don't campaign. Sometimes the best actor is not on the campaign, and you have to do it yourself. Speaking from experience, a project that we did, we were indie, totally indie. Well, a couple of projects, totally indie, and we had to figure it out and do it ourselves. It wasn't just coming to us. It's something you submit for, and I don't think a lot of people really realize that. You submit for those awards. You submit. Can I say that one more time? You submit. Nobody else submits for you. And it takes money. It takes resourcefulness. If you don't have money, you got to be really resourceful. How am I getting those eyeballs to the table to see me? How am I getting them to come see me? I need them to see me. How are they seeing me? So I just want to encourage you that this year, focus on your big picture. And again, if you need help, I'm doing a free goals workshop the 21st of January from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to Eventbrite and sign up. The course is called Create Your Own Path, and I'd be happy to help you in whatever way I can. But you got to take those steps. You got to show up. You got to do your part. This business is not, it's magical once you do the work, but it's not magical just because you are in it. There are a lot of actors out there that will never get auditions, not because they're not talented, but because they're not doing the work. They're waiting for somebody to give them the work. This is your business. You're the CEO of your company. So if you're the CEO of your company, and your company is acting or theater, or it's being an artist of any discipline, how are you taking care of your business? It's your business. So stop looking at other people's business, unless you're looking at it to encourage you, to that you get inspired by looking at their business. If it diminishes you, if it disappoints you, if it depresses you, don't be looking at that. Don't look at that. Stay focused. Don't get distracted. Stay with yourself. Look at what you can do. Get accountability partners to help you. Accountability is great when you're working on the big picture. It is also great to be in a community where there are other people's working on their big pictures. You want to be around like-minded people. Don't be around haters. Don't be around people that when you tell them what your big picture is, they shoot you down immediately. You want to be around a group of people that are supporting you, that are saying, yes, go, 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 go. Let's go. Let's do this. We can do this. We are so encouraged by each other. One of the things I had the opportunity when I first started in this business was to be part of an actors group called Actors Rapping Together. And it was all about encouraging each other. There were 20 of us in the group. Nobody was similar to the other person. We all had our own special sauce that we brought to the room. And it was all about supporting each other, giving each other tips and saying, oh, so and so is casting, you would be right for that, send your picture and resumes. Here's a place that takes great pictures and they don't charge you a lot of money. Here's a place you can get your pictures reproduced. It was a very, very nurturing environment to be in that group. They brought in people to speak to us and people to give us tips from the industry. And I learned so much. And I am a big part of I am a big believer of being part of that type of group to promote you and get you where you need to go so that you can support each other. It's not just about me, but how can I support you? How can we support each other? We're doing life together. So how do we move forward? How do we get where we want to go? Because the reality is, wherever you start at, those people, they're going to be people that are alongside of you that you are going to grow with. They're going to be with you for a while. You'll see them, and your careers will all start taking off, and you'll get to see, wow, they're doing this, they're doing that, I'm doing this is great. And the longer you're in the business, because you got to see the business as long term, it's not just a short term thing. This is a life career. How are you moving? The people that you're connected with, are they moving up? You all should be moving up together. You all should be taking your place together. It's not, well, if you get a job, then I can't get a job. No, if you got a job, I know I'm gonna get a job because I'm associated with you. That energy is inviting. And if I'm with people who are, oh, if you got a job, then I don't get a job, then that energy just squeezes you down. So if you are interested in taking my free workshop, please go to Eventbrite. It is Create Your Own Path. And it is January 21 at 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would love to help you and encourage you and cheer you on. And if you are looking for a great planner as an actor or as a creative, check out my website, actingsmarternow.com. God bless you. And before I leave, let me pray over you. Let me give you some powerful prayer. Father God, I just lift up the person who is watching this, and I just ask for you to help them with their big picture this year, Lord. Give them the vision, give them discernment, give them the guidance that they need. Bring the right people in their paths, Lord. Give them the encouragement to get up every morning and do the work that is needed for them to accomplish their big picture. I pray protection over them. I pray peace over them. I pray productivity over them. I pray for you to bless them in a way they've never experienced blessings before. Open up the floodgates for them at every step they take, Lord. Let there be wonderful opportunities that greet them at those doors of opportunity. Bless them, keep them safe, protect them, provide for them, Lord. Let them hear your voice in this coming year. Speak to them and tell them why you created them for a time such as this. I thank you, Lord. I thank you that my prayer does not fall to the ground, but it accomplishes everything it set out to do. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Have an awesome day today. (2024) space planning for your big picture. Setting, 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 setting yourself up for your